Roads across the city are still snow covered. Some saying they were worse today than yesterday. This video is from Carmel, where plows have finished their main routes and now are turning attention to cleaning up downtown and midtown. Now back here in Indy, we are following DPW's developments and road conditions throughout the day as they expect everything to be cleared by this late afternoon. Thanks for joining us here today at noon. I'm Anna Chalker with meteorologist Lindsay Monroe. It's been the talk of the day all day today.
Yeah.
We had issues this morning and now we have another issue within the last hour. State police telling us they closed I-70 westbound on the east side by 465. All that traffic going to 465 because of the ice.
Yeah, they had so many accidents. They didn't have a choice. They had to shut it down, and they brought all of the reinforcements in to quickly, hopefully, get this cleared. And as you mentioned, when we say they hope to clear all the roads, you learned that it doesn't mean we're going to see the pavement.
Right. No.
It just means they're going to plow it. Yeah. Well, at least one plow through. So that's improvements. Some roads have not yet been touched, but that's how it works. There's a hierarchy of streets. So let's take it out to the east side here in your traffic update and show you where they have blocked off I-70 in the westbound direction. Several sign-off reports and reports of ice along this stretch of I-70. It's under I-465. So this is where they are diverting traffic, as you see here. This is 70 westbound, and then this is going to be your 465 ramps that will take you back. We've got a big backup. The post road camera kind of shows that leading up to where they are diverting traffic. But we've been watching them salt these roads. We've been watching plows come through and trying to get everything clear off of the sides of the road. So that's what we've been watching here on the east side. Again, traffic is being diverted off onto 465. A lot of traffic is headed down that southeast side, so you can see how it's kind of bottlenecking right here at that Emerson Avenue exit. And we are seeing a lot of this overflow traffic trying to get back onto 65 northbound, and you can see that is basically at a standstill across the area, and of course that's due to the ongoing cold. Even though that snow is long gone, it's that cold weather that's going to stick around. In fact, let's talk about weather because we've got a cold weather advisory that will again go into effect tonight. Now, we did have a warning that was issued for this morning, but this is just a reinforcing warning that cold air is once again set to return. Now, so far today, we've had a southwest wind, but we just had a cold front come through, so that didn't bring much in the way of additional snowfall or anything like that, but it did change up our wind direction. So while temperatures have been influenced by that southwest wind so far today, we're now going to start to feel more of a westerly wind, and that northwest wind, I should say, blowing in some much colder air. We're looking at a wind chill of just 1 right now, and across the area the sunshine looks nice, but all of that is reflecting off of this fresh new snowpack. So we're really not absorbing any of the warmth from the sun. Our warmth today has come from that southwest wind, which of course is now changing. We're headed back to the low 20s for highs today. I think we warm another few degrees here in the Indy Metro. 19 later today in Muncie, 21 in Shelbyville. We will briefly increase cloud cover now that this front's coming through, but then we're going to clear the sky right back out as we get into the evening tonight. And once the sky clears, those temperatures will plummet well below zero during the overnight. Coming up, we're going to talk more about how long this cold weather looks to last and a warming trend, but it's not going to come for about 10 more days. That's in your extended outlook.
All right, Lindsay, we'll look forward to that. And make sure you've got the WTHR weather app. You can check the temperature, the wind chill, and all of this on our blog anytime right now. It's on your phone. It's a free download in your app store. This afternoon, we have new information surrounding the arrest of 5 people accused in a shooting that injured a Tippecanoe County judge and his wife. Lafayette police, along with state police and the FBI, are showing body cam footage of 3 of the 5 arrests in a press conference today. This includes Raylan Ferguson, who was arrested by Indiana State Police and the FBI, 43-year-old Thomas Moss, who was scheduled to go to trial in Judge Steve Meyer's court just 2 days after this shooting. Moss was arrested at his Tippecanoe County home, and police in Dayton, Indiana, arrested Blake Smith.
We must remember why we are here today. For Judge Meyer and his wife, this is personal. They are not just public officials, they are pillars of this community who have dedicated decades of their life to public service. They are kind, generous people who embody the values of Lafayette. While we are heartened that Judge Meyer and his wife are on the road to recovery, we recognize that this attack was more than an assault on two citizens. To me and every law enforcement leader on this stage and the people they serve, this was an assault on the rule of law itself. By targeting members of the judiciary, these individuals didn't just attack a person, they attempted to strike the very foundation of our justice system and the safety of our entire community.
The special judge will now oversee this case. Our Rich Nye was at the press conference today, and he'll have much more for us starting today at 4. And this afternoon, we now know the name of a 33-year-old man killed in a shooting on Indy's South Side. It happened around 11 last night on Laurel Street, and this is video from that scene just southeast of Shelby Street and Troy Avenue. When officers arrived, they found Andreas Tigner shot. He died at the scene. Police have not said whether they've identified a suspect or a motive. Anyone with information is asked to call Metro Police. The trial is starting today for a former IMPD officer in Hendricks County. Kamal Bola faces multiple child sex crime charges, and at the time of his arrest, Bola was an IMPD officer and resigned in September of 2024. Bola was suspended when the investigation started and had no police powers. According to court documents, the victim told investigators Bola first touched her inappropriately when she was a teenager. Investigators say Bola denied that allegation at first, but later admitted to multiple incidents. Shortly after being charged, Bola violated a no-contact order, and since then, he's been held in the Hendricks County Jail. Due to the extremely cold weather, most places and local resources across the state are closed, and it's making it harder for Hoosiers to find help. While our Ella Rhodes went looking for those resources that are still available and where you can go to find that assistance.
Anyone in Indiana can call 211. This free number will connect you with local resources, from help with power outages, transportation, to open food pantries after the storm.
A lot of little tips that we've learned along the way that we can share with people in these disaster situations when there might not be an option for them to actually go somewhere or to get someone to their home.
Tara Morse, director of 211, says they are constantly updating their list of available resources.
Talking through some potential options that they don't usually leverage just because their normal options are not available. So it really is a case-by-case basis.
Indiana 211 doesn't take phone calls after 6 p.m. So if you're still in need of assistance, you can head on over to their website and actually find resources based on your zip code.
It's a useful tool for nearly 500 Meals on Wheels clients. Since the nonprofit can't deliver meals until Wednesday because of the conditions, they pack and distribute emergency food bags in December, proactive for a storm like this.
It's very rare when we have 2 days back to back, but not only this year do we not have a tremendous amount of snow, but we have super cold temperatures.
Wheeler Mission shelters remain open too. Sunday night, they provided more than 800 people with a warm place to sleep.
Now, this was a significant snowstorm. I think until the snow hit the ground, we didn't know what we would get, but this is significant.
LaRocca says this is the most people they helped so far this season.
We've been doing it a long time, and so everybody kind of pulls out the plane, and we dust it off, and we make sure we're ready
for whatever the weather may bring.
211 has actually been preparing since the weekend, anticipating a high influx of calls from this storm. They say so far most of the calls are asking about frozen pipes and nearby warming shelters.